Yo, what's good, Grundy gang? It's Grundy back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys some low-key designer clothing. So in today's video, we're gonna hop right into some of the low-key designer pickups that I've gotten over the span of maybe like a month or two. Some of the stuff you guys have kind of seen or I kind of like showed off briefly in other videos, but I really didn't talk about them in detail. So we're gonna go over those items right now. But before we get into it, I want to make sure that you guys go down, smash the like button, spam the comments with bat emojis. I need y'all to do that so we can run up this YouTube algorithm and just be pushed out in front of everybody so everybody can enjoy the Grundy gang community. You feel me? So do that. And then lastly, make sure you guys go ahead and follow the boy on Instagram. I promise you it's probably one of the most fire Instagrams you've ever seen on the platform. So go ahead and do that. But we're gonna go ahead and hop right into. Yo, I literally almost forgot, but wait until the end of the video because I'm doing a giveaway and you're not gonna want to miss it. But let's move on. The first piece, which is actually footwear. Now these right here are by Koi Footwear. Now it's probably a brand that you haven't heard of before. It's kind of a brand I came across on Instagram, but these right here are the Borin men's hardware platforms. Now they have both men's and women's shoes. So if you are a girl and watching this, y'all probably gonna find some dope stuff on there as well. They are mostly shoes, but I went on there and picked out a few that I think were really fire. So these right here are a pair of boots. Now when you open them up, you have a bunch of dust bags and stuff like that, but you have these huge boots right here. Now I know it's springtime and y'all probably aren't necessarily purchasing specifically for boots, but these joints right here are crazy, bruh. Now I've already worn them. Like I said, I actually wore them to an event. So if you haven't watched the vlog channel, you probably don't know what I'm talking about, but if you do, you've seen these boots already because I wore them with a fit. So these right here are crazy. They have a bunch of different metal detailings and they're really like the most fire, like bulky combat boots for a good price. Now most of their boots, bruh, no cap, are like under $200, which is like completely unheard of for a boot. So I believe these were like $160, and like I'm telling you, everything about the quality is probably about the same that you're gonna get with certain other shoes that cost a little bit more than this. So obviously it isn't like the craziest, thickest leather, but when I tell you, bruh, it's nothing that you can even like tell the difference of for real. I'm telling you, these is gonna be a great cop for you. So they have a bunch of different details. Of course, you see the rings on this kind of like strap across the front. You have the big metal toe cap. You have your like biker chain going across it. And then you just have some smaller metal details on the outsole. But overall, the boot is definitely a fire cop, bro. Now, the next pair of shoes that I got from Koi is these Emulator men's studded shoes, I believe is the name of these. But you have a cool box, same as the other box. Well, not the same box, but like just as cool, you feel me? But when you open it up, you have very similar packaging. You have your dust bags and whatnot, but when you open them up, you find these crazy studded shoes that I had to pick up. Now these are kind of like dress shoe-esque, but with of course a more bulky bottom. Now, after looking at these and looking at the website, I would say if you're looking for any type of alternative to like the Balenciaga boots or shoes or loafers, this would probably be your best bet because they make a ton of shoes with this bulkier bottom and they have very similar designs to Balenciaga, and I'm sure these float right around $100. So definitely a fire pickup. The studs just adds a whole nother crazy look to the shoe. I ain't gonna lie, you might want to be careful with these joints because if you kick somebody, they gonna feel it, you feel me? But definitely a fire pair of shoes. I also want to say that I think I went down a size in both of these pair. I forget how the size conversion was on the website, but I do remember going down a size for both of these and they fit perfect. So now this next item right here, I'm not gonna lie, really isn't from a low-key brand. Matter of fact, if you're watching my channel, I'm sure you've probably heard of this brand before, but honestly I just wanted to show it off to you guys because I just recently got it and worn it and I think it is fire. But it is this mohair sweater vest from the brand Braindead. Now I recently went on their website and found that they had this in stock. Now I know they had it at Dover Street because they kind of have like a little Braindead section, but I ended up scooping it off of Braindead's website. This was like one of the last sizes left, so I went ahead and pulled the trigger. I actually went with a size large. I think I possibly could have went with a size medium and it just fit just a tad bit better, but I'm still satisfied with my purchase. But overall, just a very fire sweater vest. You really don't see too many like striped mohair sweater vests other than like Marnie and stuff like that, and this is like a fraction of the price, but I think that it is very, very fire. The knit on it actually isn't that thick as opposed to some of the other type of like really thick stuff, so I feel like it's really nice for the spring, especially with the colorway and all that. So it definitely was well worth the pickup. So this right here is called the Bad Habits vegan leather jacket. So vegan leather for all of you people who are like into the non-animal cruelty type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So definitely a cool jacket. It isn't very thick at all. I would say that the material and the build of this isn't like the craziest, but if you're looking for this certain type of leather jacket look that isn't the more traditional leather jacket, I think this would be a good pickup for you, and it's not expensive at all. Now, I got a couple of different pieces from my boy over at Sdotrusso. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I never can get it right. I'm gonna put it up on the screen so you guys don't get confused, but this right here is the Euphoria Sex Hoodie. Now, this joint right here, super unique as far as the materials chosen, but overall the fitting on it is insane, bro. Like, I feel like the crop and the taper of the sleeves really adds for that like slim aesthetic. But on top of that, you have your slight Euphoria print on the front, and then on the back you have sex imprinted on the back, and I think it's just fire, bro. And on top of it being like on theme, you have this like lace that goes around the hood and on the sleeves, which I feel like is just a cool touch. Like it really gives you the full idea of what they were aiming for with this hoodie and or the collection, and I think that they just nailed it with the fit, concept, and overall construction. So definitely fire. The hood is really big and I'm a huge fan of big hoods, so definitely a piece that I'm probably gonna be wearing quite often. Now, this is actually called the Tandem Backpack on their website. Also, I'll link everything down below if you guys would like to shop any of this stuff, but this book bag right here is basically like a double book bag, which is crazy to me because like, why have I never really seen double book bags? But you can choose to wear it either way you want. Now, I feel like that this backside with the like full black texture is a lot more of like a front of a book bag because it has this like 3D pocket on the front of it, but you can wear it the other way, which I actually just discovered yesterday. But this back part with the mesh, bro, has like these hidden zippers, and it's like 3 different zippers for one big compartment, and it's just, I was just so mind blown with the detail that went into this book bag that honestly, like, I have to carry this joint around everywhere I go now, you feel me? Like, not only is it double-sided, it also has separate like book compartments or whatever you're gonna carry in it, but it has separate compartments for both sides, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain things you just are like, yo, bro, y'all just went way too crazy, and I feel like this was one of them. But shout out to the boys over there. They actually sent me some accessories as well. So they sent me 2 hats, which is actually from the brand Dead Man 6 Feet, and which was like kind of like the precursor or like the pre-brand to Sdotrusso. But definitely I've been looking for these type of hats for a while, and they sent me 2 different colorways that I'm for sure finna be rocking, because y'all know I be on my rockstar punk vibe sometimes, so I gotta go ahead and throw these joints in whenever I can. Then of course he updated me with the new pair of shades. Now y'all probably see me wear these shades quite a bit on here and Instagram, and the boy blessed me with another pair, so gotta add it to the collection. Now next up, we got 3 pieces from the brand Science Project. Now I actually have a piece from them already, which is a crazy knit, but I showed that in the other video, and I was updated with 3 more pieces that are just as beautiful. And the first one right here is the cropped flannel shirt. Now this is specifically the V2 version, and I feel like the fit and just overall make of it is probably a lot better. Now right off the bat, the fitting, bro, Oh my God, the fitting is so perfect on this flannel. Like if you are really into cropped and layering and being able to just see the different like layers of your outfit, this is gonna be the one for you, bro. Like honestly, I wish he made different colorways in this flannel, cause like I need a couple of them joints, but yo, I'm gonna be happy with what I got and throw this joint on a lot. So I'm definitely feeling this flannel right here. You have nice pockets on both sides, but overall it's just one of those things that's very simple but so well made that you really just gotta sit back and appreciate it, you feel me? Now moving on, I got two pair of pants from them, and these right here are the tactical cargo pants in this green colorway. Now this is a very standout green. Like this isn't just one of those washed out olive drab type of greens. Like this is really like, I don't even know what type of green to explain this as. But anyway, very fire pair of pants, and I'm not just saying that because of the colorway. I'm saying that because of the build and the different aspects that they put on this. Now, one thing that stood out to me very quickly is the pockets, and it's because it's really not one of the regular snap away pockets. You actually can snap it from either side, and it kind of like flaps open. It's so much easier to show you guys than to try to like explain it to you, but overall construction is crazy. The material that they use, very thick and durable, and they just have a bunch of different cuts that if you are into cargo pants and or like carpenter denims and stuff like that, I think that this will be right up your alley. Now the next pair of denims are the simple distressed denims in this white colorway, which really it's not like a pure white, it's more like an eggshell off-white type of color, but these are honestly just a nice fitting pair of pants, and then they just have the slight distressing on both of the sides of the legs. So overall, kind of a typical pair of pants, and if you're looking for this colorway, I would say go ahead and grab it. Now, bruh, I feel like I just got way too much heat in this collection, because everything I grab, I'm like, yo, this is one of my favorite pieces, but in all reality, these are probably one of the most detailed pair of cargo black denims that I have in my collection, bro. I might have to say it, especially that's like low key and not some like big budget designer brand. But these are from the brand called Footwear. Now, I have kind of watched this brand kind of just build in creativity and structure and just the quality of products, because I think that they had originally sent me some clothes when I was just showing stuff off on like the rating subscribers outfit videos and stuff like that. So to see them kind of grow and make these crazy pair of denims and just products in general, because I got two more, but these right here are just wild to me, bro. Like they just have so many different pocket details. They have so many different stitchings and overlays. The whole waistband is just like distressed and has buttons and zippers and Velcro. Like it's just so much to talk about that honestly it's just a little bit mind-blowing that like everybody doesn't know about this brand. You know what I'm saying? So definitely a fire pair of denims, super thick. At the bottom you actually have this option to unzip it into more of like a flare pair of pants, and then they just have like a whole nother double strap to go over the zipper. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just one of those, bruh, that you gotta just look and appreciate and just like enjoy the details that went into the pants. And I'm sure I'm still missing details. Like look at these little straps on the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. But we're gonna move on for the sake of the video and show you more stuff from them. Now this next hoodie I believe is called the Tone Tech hoodie, and basically it's like just a very tactical type of hoodie. You have big cargo pockets in the front. You have it in this like nice washed out black or gray colorway. Then you have zippers on the back, obviously for pocket reasons, and then you have like a nice little strap over the sleeves. Like when it comes to design with them, I feel like they really pay attention to detail and construction of their garment, which I feel like really makes a designer brand. Like in my personal opinion, it's kind of corny when a brand is only built off like logos and like placements, because that feels kind of like streetwear to me, which is nothing wrong with that. But when you really pay attention to the cut and sew and design and structure of your garment, it goes a lot longer of a way than like a logo, if that makes sense. Now moving on, this is actually my favorite hoodie out of the two. I forget the name of it, but it has a bunch of details as well. Now it doesn't have like your big cargo pockets on the front. It has some your more like subtle pockets with button details and stuff like that. But the really cool part about this is it has a detachable hood, so it can turn into a crew neck. So basically what you have is these buttons on the hood, and then you have a zipper that just unzips the hood and detaches. But overall, same kind of wash. This one is a little bit more gray. You also have different like mesh and panel details on both the body of the sweater and on the hood. So just crazy details, bro. And then, as if they couldn't do enough right, they did some more right and went ahead and blessed the boy with this mask right here. Now this specifically is called the adrenaline mask, but honestly I just think it's really cool. It has like this ventilation detail in mesh on the front, like nose mouth type of area, and then you have a cool cutout for the eyes, and then kind of like not distressing but kind of like little tassels or whatever that's kind of like on both the top of the head and at the bottom of the neck. So basically a lot of fire details. You have this kind of like drawstring method on the back, which is a cool detail. So just overall a cool brand. I advise all of you guys to check it out. The links will be down in the description. Moving on, we have a puffer jacket that I showed off on my Instagram story but didn't really talk about it in detail at all yet. But this is from the brand called One of One. Now I believe on Instagram it's like JC One of One or something like that, but this is the skeleton, I think it's called like the bone puffer jacket or something like that. But basically what they did is they put on this overlay of like rug Sherpa type of material on top of a puffer jacket with a full zip. So honestly I just think that this is really cool. You don't really see this type of stuff much, you know what I'm saying? Like you see people do the skeleton details, but to put it on top of a puffer jacket, especially in this material, I feel like was a cool creative touch, and I can't wait to see what more stuff they made. Now they also have this in a couple of different colorways. I think the brown one is really fire as well. They also have like a black on black, but honestly I like the colorways that have the contrasting skeleton as opposed to the ones that match the jacket. Now moving on into masks, we got some merch from the boy Float. Now shout out to the boy K Camp for blessing the boy with a mask, but I had to go ahead and show it off because he recently sent it to me and I thought it was fire. So here is the mask from the merch collection. Now I wouldn't say it's like a low-key designer thing obviously, but like to come from somebody who's like an artist, you know what I'm saying, it's pretty fire. Like most artists don't make cool stuff, especially when it comes to merch. So I thought that this mask was cool specifically, especially with like the different knit and stuff like that. So went ahead and threw that joint in. Y'all can shop that as well. Another brand that I've also talked about on the channel very briefly is A Kings, and these right here are the bondage denims, and I thought that they were really cool. One thing I will say is that I wish they just fit just a slight bit bigger, so I went with my true size. They are very skinny, so if you want to go up a size I would kind of advise that, but overall they do still fit really well. These are like, I forget the specific term they have, it's kind of like a J cut or something like that, but they all stack like really well, and I think that that's the point of it. But these were just a cool concept and I went ahead and grabbed them for the sake of grabbing them. Now kind of moving towards the end, we got 3 pieces from the people over at San Juan, and I kind of saved these for last just because I show you guys their pieces all the time. You already know that I enjoy them, so it's really nothing new. You guys dang near have probably seen this stuff already if you follow me, but this right here is the trucker jacket. I actually worn this already in a video, but I didn't really talk about it, but I think that it's a fire jacket. But I just like it's really cool to see certain brands kind of branch off and make other pieces. I believe they really was specifically geared towards like hoodies and hats, so to kind of see them branch off, make a cool jacket and actually make it well. We then have their Aviation Hoodie, which is pretty cool. It has an airplane on the back. It kind of has like this old school type of like flight graphic on the front, and then on the back of course you got the big San Juan Aviation crew on the back in this very like nice orange colorway. One thing I really appreciate about San Juan is the color palettes that they use. You all know I'm a huge fan of like those more like earthy tones or like browns and stuff like that, so I'm always a big fan of the color choices. But the overall hoodie itself just very nice, very high quality, and they never miss when it comes to that. And with that being said, went ahead and grabbed the white hoodie. Now this right here is called the travel hoodie, and it basically just has a couple of different like stamps or patches in a graphic type of sense on this right side, and then on the left side you have the San Juan like worldwide type of logo. You don't really have anything on the back, and I just grabbed this for the sake of it being a nice plain white hoodie that's not really doing too much, so when I'm chilling and feeling cozy, I throw this on. Now lastly, as promised, I am going to show you guys this piece that I picked up from the Melrose Trading Post. Now this was my first time going there, and I did show it in my vlog on the vlog channel, so if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check it out. But this right here is basically a jacket. Now I don't know what this brand is. I don't know if the brand is #1, but it's from like a custom tailoring place in Korea. So I feel like this was just one of those jackets that I had to grab. I seen it, got it for a really good deal, and pulled the trigger, you know what I'm saying? So this is like one of the best cropped leather jackets that I've really worn or seen, other than like ones from like crazy designers and stuff like that. But this right here just has a bunch of different detailings. The leather is very, very nice, soft and buttery, so definitely a staple in my collection now. It kind of reminded me of the Mason Margiela belt jacket, which it doesn't look the same, but kind of like reminds me of it, and I feel like that's what really gravitated me towards it. And then on top of that, just the whole overall cropped and like structure of it was crazy. So went ahead and grabbed that piece, but that is the last of everything in the haul. Now that is pretty much it for the video. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching it to the end. And what I want to tell you guys is that the giveaway is going to be for Renowned LA. So all I need you to do is go to Renowned LA, follow them, go to my Instagram, follow me, and then comment your size down below if you would like to grab this varsity jacket. I'm telling you, it's literally a free jacket. You don't have to do anything but follow us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not even asking you to do too much, so do that, and you can possibly be nominated to win a free jacket. So do that. That's pretty much it for the video. Appreciate y'all for watching. I'll be back to you with more. Peace.